following has been paid for by the US of A. Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! 4 more years! 4 more years! Give me this again in 4 years! I know it's a quarterfinal. Shut up. Team USA NIS wins over Team Sweden 2-1 in overtime. Phew, dear God. This is the Team USA highlights doing this. I know I usually do Pittsburgh Penguins recaps. That's coming back next week. So, this freaking game, the Olympics decided today, you want to get nuts? All right, let's get nuts. That this was the quarterfinals. The weak have been separated from the chaff at this point. Every team that's here is good. There's no flukes. There's no accidents. These teams are good. And it started off today with Slovakia taking down Germany and the Fighting Leons. And we'd like to thank them for participating in this year's Olympics. Boy, did they not do very well. So they get their win. It sort of feels like an upset because that felt like a 50-50 game. Slovakia winning, mild upset. Germany winning, okay, they got their groove and are moving on. Then came Canada, and then came Canada. Oh boy, Canada. Like, I honestly thought Canada versus Czechia. I thought this was it. Because they lost one of their players in this game, and unfortunately is giving the NHL owners fuel not to go back, and Canada pulls it out in the end with Mitch Marner. Finland and Switzerland go to overtime with the Finns. Lehtinen getting the OT. So now that just left USA and Sweden. Probably one of the more matchups the US did not want in this round because Sweden is loaded. And a couple pens on the team as well doesn't necessarily hurt. And the entire first period, which this was a great color-on-color matchup, Sweden's gold versus the USA bright blue jerseys. I hope they keep wearing them. And it was very back and forth between these two. Like, you knew that these two teams have the star power to go back and forth. This was not going to be a game that was just, oh, well, the USA was going to dominate. Not when Sweden has Philippe Forsberg, John Eriksson Ek, Adrian Kempe, Lucas Raymond, Elias Lindholm, Elias Pettersson, Jasper Bratt, Richard Raquel, William Nylander, Gabriel Landeskog, the captain. That's their captain. Mika Zibanejad, get to him. And Victor Hedman, Erik Karlsson, Gustav Forslings, Rasmus Dahlin, all NHLers. OEL is on there too. Their goaltender, Jacob Markstrom. The Wall, the Minnesota Wall is their backup. That's how stacked Sweden is. And if this had gone the other way, I wouldn't have been surprised. Both these teams were two trains going after each other and just pushing the other way. And this didn't come down to who was most skilled. It came down to who effed up first. And, well, midway through the second, Quinn Hughes gets it, tucks the puck back, gives it back to his brother Jack, who just whines, fires, and Dylan Larkin with the deflection in front gets it in. It wasn't a Tkachuk. It wasn't a Matthews. It was a Larkin. Dylan Larkin gets his first of the tournament. Sweden said, you're not beating us with your talent. You're beating us with your depth. And Dylan Larkin gets his first of the tournament. They rejoice in Detroit. And as this game wore on, I thought, okay, could USA grind out a 1-0 victory? Hellebuyck was looking good. I mean, he's playing good. Can USA grind out a 1-0 victory against Sweden? Could. We shut out the Swedes. And through the majority of the game, as the third period went on, I'm like, they're really going to do it. They're going to shut this team out. Yes, they're down Victor Hedman, but they're going to do it. This Mike Sullivan defensive team is going to hold out Sweden. But there's always somebody on the opposing team that'll get you, no matter what uniform he wears. And it was Mika Zibanejad with a missile off the stick and puts it past Connor Hellebuyck with 90 seconds to go. Zibanejad gets his third. The big lad with the big goals. Lucas Raymond is eighth. The captain, Landeskog, gets his second. And we're going to overtime. All right. My rules on overtime are simple. It's like the $25,000 pyramid. You sit down on the pyramid, and there it is. The pyramid's behind you, and Dick Clark sitting to the left of you going, all right, we need you to give the good thoughts here. We need you to have the best time going. Let's think about it. For $25,000, here is your first subject. Title card switches around. Go! And that's exactly what overtime is. The pressure, the time clock ticking, the tick, tick, tick. Now, in these eliminations, overtimes, it is 10-minute 3-on-3s. After that, we go to shootout, which should be abolished, but I don't make the rules. The IIHF does, and that should give you plenty of reasoning as to how so. But in overtime, you're waiting. Why is there Erik Karlsson? He's going the other way. It's a 2-on-1. Hellebuyck fights it off. It's like you're just sitting there. You're on the last subject there. They're on the pyramid. 15 seconds left. Things that get shattered. Things that are shattered. How am I supposed to think of a subject for that? And in overtime, a face-off win by the lads. Austin Matthews. Matthews out there with Bull D and Hughes. And you're given the subjects. Glass. A man after a breakup. Glass. Taffy. Glass. And here comes Quinn Hughes. Wrister on the way. And you say glass. Things that are shattered. Yes! Quinn Hughes scores! Ping! Bar down and in. Hits the bar in the key of E. Is there any other? Quinn Hughes with the overtime winner. Yes! Screw the NHL owners. I want this again in 4 years. Quinn Hughes, and just like in the pyramid, you jump up and you hug everyone with the great music playing in the background. Quinn Hughes gets his first. Boldy is first. Austin Matthews is third. USA wins 2-1 the final. Whew. We're staying the weekend. In the ice hockey village. We're staying the weekend. Dear God. So, USA moves on. And I hope the guys, you enjoy this moment. Everybody that won in overtime, enjoy this. But you got another one coming. You're playing 2 more games. And USA has Slovakia at 3 on Friday. It's Finland and Canada at 10:40. The USA is guaranteed to play either Saturday or Sunday. It feels like a bit of destiny that it could be USA versus Canada. It's still trending that way. But you need 2 wins to get a medal. Bronze or gold. A win and a loss get you silver. But you don't want silver. You don't. That's not why we came here. We want revenge for this. We want payback for 2010. But you need to get through 1 more game to possibly get to that. Slovakia is no slouches. They're good. They're absolutely good. They took down the Fighting Drysdales, and we're next. So, get ready. Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock. USA and Slovakia. You won the $25,000. Now it's time to go win $100,000. USA all the way. We'll catch you next time.